Return to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
Just as proud as the people who are drinking it today. Miller, baby, American way. Born and brewed in the USA. Just as proud as the people who are drinking it today. Miller's made the American way.
Miller contains no additives or preservatives. Purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
Just compare Pillsbury Already Pie Crust to Scratch Crust.
Bet you can't tell which crust is Scratch and which one is Already. Bet you can't tell which crust is Scratch and which one is Pillsbury. Real fresh dough, just unfold it.
Fill it, bake it, taste just like you rolled it. Bet you when you get you some down the hatch. Bet you can't tell already from scratch.
Pillsbury Already Pie Crust, fresh from your dairy case.
Introducing Wendy's new Big Classic hamburger.
This is the good stuff.
Can't get it in a Whopper.
This is the good stuff.
Can't get it in a McDLT.
This is the good stuff.
Wendy's new Big Classic.
Fresh beef, fresh taste, big size. This is the one made right before you rise. This is the good stuff.
Wendy's new Big Classic.
Can't get enough. This is the good stuff.
Introducing the all-new Toyota Tercel for 1987. Simply more bang for the buck. Tercel for 87, Toyota's lowest price car, now gives you explosive new styling, more power to pass with a new 12-valve fuel-efficient engine, and quality that has made Toyota Tercel more trouble-free than any other new car sold in its class. Drive it. You'll get a bang out of it.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
The Lonely Guy with Charles Grodin will continue in a moment.
If you've been thinking about buying an adjustable bed,
Or a quality flatbed.
even looking for a flatbed bargain on sale,
Preview Craftmatic beds and get our price before you buy.
then even if you don't buy your adjustable bed from Craftmatic, we'll send you this Polaroid instant camera free.
Craftmatic wants to be your bed company, so check us out. I'm convinced that when you compare quality and price, you'll find Craftmatic beds to be superior to all other beds on the market today.
This Craftmatic 2 adjustable bed is so inexpensive, it's like buying a quality flatbed and getting the adjustability for free.
So pick up your phone and call us toll-free and get this free Craftmatic bed catalog.
And this free coupon redeemable for your free Polaroid camera by return mail.
Call for your free catalog.
And Polaroid camera coupon right away.
Call 1-800-228-1200. That's 1-800-228-1200 toll-free. Call 1-800-228-1200.
The sounds of the Caribbean
Are calling out to you.
American Airlines introduces new service to 10 sparkling Caribbean islands. Vacation packages start at $299, hotel and airfare included. So if the Caribbean is calling you, now is the time to answer.
We're American Airlines, something special in the air.
He retired to a quiet life, but your Ford dealers brought him back for one more mission. He's Ragu. Out to show the world Ford trucks are better. See him take hills in his Ford Ranger with more payload than Chevy S10. Watch him go behind enemy lines in his Bronco 2 with more horsepower than Chevy Blazer. And now, save hundreds on Ranger and Bronco 2 with 2.9 financing.
All I want is for Americans to love Ford trucks as much as I do.
I might be saving my buddy's life. I said, Teddy, no way you're driving. You had too much to drink. He says, a couple of beers. Give me some coffee. I said, Teddy, 9 beers. That could be like 9 mixed drinks. And coffee's not going to sober you up. Park yourself over here. I finally convinced him. I hid his car keys. Sleeping Beauty's going to have some head in the morning. But I'm going to feel terrific.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Now, back to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin. Return to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
Recent medical evidence has shown that your family's risk of heart disease can be reduced by lowering their serum cholesterol levels.
Morning, Tiger.
One way to do that is by eating foods low in cholesterol and saturated fat.
saturated?
Saturated fat. Because Promise is made from sunflower oil. It has no cholesterol and is low in saturated fat. That's why our family eats Promise.
So try New Promise. Get Heart Smart. Include New Promise spread in your dietary plan.
I'm still short. Joyce, I'm so embarrassed. Could you lend me $2? What are friends for? It's not even food. It's all these cleaners. Why buy all these? All you need is Direct multi-purpose cleaner. It's new. Direct cleans and disinfects your whole house, top to bottom. Use it straight. No bucket, no rinsing. One cleaner saves a lot of hassle.
New Lysol Direct, the one cleaner that cleans everything.
Who's that kid with the Oreo cookie licking up the creamy middle like he did when he was little? Oh, that yummy Oreo. Who's that kid with the Oreo cookie dunking all the luscious chocolate, loving every bit? It's hard to hide the kid inside when you're crunching Oreo.
Oreo cookies for the kid in all of us.
Nabisco.
I was one of the toughest drill instructors in the U.S. Marine Corps. I marched my men through mud, snow, and rain. And after I turned those cream puffs into Marines, I treated myself to the best beer in the U.S. of A. Miller Lite. Lite's less filling. And its taste makes me proud to be an American. As for you guys out there who spent 10 of the toughest weeks of your lives with me, I got one thing to say. How come you don't write?
We're proud to say there's only one light beer, Miller Lite.
The Lonely Guy with Charles Grodin will continue in a moment.
C&P Business Office, may I help you? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. We can arrange that for you.
In a world where very little is ever the same for very long, few things in life are as reassuring, as consistent, as downright dependable as your C&P dial tone and the C&P people behind it. We put value on the line.
W Lite has greatly expanded its playlist. More songs from the best people making music, their hits and cuts from their great albums. W Lite 94.7 FM.
Ready for Halloween? If not, we'll give you a refresher course in fright with 5 tales of horror.
It's got a death curse.
Each night treated with terror.
No, they're all dead.
With stories that'll make your head spin, your blood boil. And Jason, shy but effective. Get ready for the holiday with 5 tales of horror. Starting Monday night at 8:30 with Gargoyles on Channel 5's Prime Movie.
Now, back to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin. Turn to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
The temptation of the ultimate brownie. New brownie mix.
You're the ultimate. What a sweet delight. Gonna follow that aroma till I grab me a bite. Oh, my. My wildest dreams come true. I've got a passion for you.
Give in to Black Forest, Double Fudge, or Rocky Road. You can't resist the ultimate brownie.
I've got a passion for you.
Pillsbury. Desserts with a passion.
I don't have a thing on my face. Nothing that isn't hypoallergenic. Nothing that isn't fragrance-free. Nothing but great Allmay color. And Allmay's nothing is really something. Intriguing eyeshadows, rich mascaras, luscious lipsticks, all in colors from shy to wild. Allmay color, everything you want, and nothing you don't.
It seemed like I was born with a cold. Always sneezing. Always sniffling. Uh-huh. Even congested. Dude, but those weren't just colds. They were allergy attacks. So I got Chlor-Trimeton. Chlor-Trimeton's made just for allergies. So don't treat your allergy like it's just a common cold. Take Chlor-Trimeton.
Well, there were 3 nevers in comedy. Never follow a better comedian. Never give a heckler the last word. And no matter how bad a joke bombs, although it's never happened to me personally, never let him see you sweat.
That's what Dry Idea Roll-On is all about. Maximum control. It keeps you drier than the leading roll-on.
In comedy, being nervous is natural. Looking nervous is deadly.
Dry Idea. Never let them see you sweat.
The Lonely Guy with Charles Grodin will continue.
In a day when the average price of a new car is well over $11,000, both of the new Hyundai Excels make a lot of sense. Both Hyundai Excels have more standard features than any car in their class. And both Hyundai Excels are very affordable. In fact, for less than the average price of one new car, you can buy both Hyundai Excels. Hyundai, cars that make sense.
There's a great power in the universe, a power that lasts. It can operate a piece of high technology or a small child's toy. A power from an obviously superior life form. Today's Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
Save 15 to 50% now during Moody's Harvest Sale. Everything for your home and family at 15 to 50% off. That's my way to save.
Weeknights,
I want you to be the father of my son.
Jack Tripper is a lucky man.
Would you like to see me in action?
He sees a lot of action.
You're not resisting.
Can you blame him?
Jack, please.
Oh, Janet, I didn't mean to neglect you. Come here, Mom.
For having 2 beautiful roommates?
Oh, my God.
Share the fantasy.
We never have to leave the house to have fun.
Three's Company. Weeknights at 6 on Channel 5.
Now, back to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin. Turn to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
You don't turn your back when a friend needs a hand. You gotta help a friend out any way you can. You don't have to ask. They're always right here where you count on each other. And Miller's the beer. Miller's made the American way. Born and brewed in the USA.
Miller contains no additives or preservatives. Purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
You'd no more settle for a flake in your hair than a spot on your tie.
You passed the test, you're good grooming. Has a look of success. Your head and shoulders above the rest.
One flake can mean dandruff. Regular shampoos may rinse flakes, but Head & Shoulders protection goes to the source to help stop flakes.
And that's doing it right.
Your head and shoulders above the rest.
Taster's Choice, the image of gourmet store coffee. Only Taster's Choice uses this superior blend of the very same coffee beans found in gourmet stores, Arabica beans, the world's costliest and most flavorful. Gourmet store coffee and Taster's Choice, a remarkable resemblance. Enjoy the richness, aroma, and flavor. Regular or naturally decaffeinated, the choice for taste is Taster's Choice.
New Cutex, high-tech sealers. New Cutex, high-tech shine. Make Cutex, perfect color for nails, last a long, long time.
For really fresh-tasting spaghetti sauce, pick this. Or pick Ragu Chunky Garden-Style Spaghetti Sauce with the garden fresh taste of chunky tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms. Ragu Chunky Garden-Style with fresh from the garden taste.
The Lonely Guy with Charles Grodin will continue in a moment.
The sun, the sea, and a good book are usually all I need on my vacation.
Blue skies of relaxation. Trade winds whispering, come on in.
But while I was here, something amazing happened to me. I guess it was the climate. A very friendly climate. By the way, my book had a happy ending, too.
Climate. The perfect climate for body and soul.
New Citrus 7 puts real fruit in your fizz for real fruit pizzazz.
Citrus 7 puts real fruit in your fizz. No other fizz has real fruit like this. Citrus 7 from 7-Up. Real fruit taste, no pumpkin pie. Citrus 7 has real fruit pizzazz.
Only Citrus 7 is made with real tangerine, orange, lemon, and lime for real fruit pizzazz. In diet, too.
Citrus 7 has real fruit pizzazz.
Washington, the capital of the greatest country in the world, and the center of one of our nation's greatest communities. I'm Jeff Bostic of the Washington Redskins, speaking for the United Way campaign. The National Capital Area has a tradition and pride in its community. I know. I live here, I work here, and I play here. For 100 years, United Way has been working in communities all across America, just like it's working every day here in the National Capital Area. This year, help build on that great tradition. Give generously to the United Way campaign.
I turned my back coming away from the center, and I never saw him coming.
Well, it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough.
They give it all on the field. They tell it all on Playbook.
I think our passing game really picked up today.
I just got to run to the end zone.
Washington never watches the Skins without first checking the Playbook. Redskins Playbook, Monday night at 8 on Channel 5.
Now, back to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin. Turn to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
To build a toothpaste
Maximum fluoride.
that helps prevent cavities,
Quick spreading gel.
you have to load it with fight. That's how AIM innovated the first fluoride gel, with a unique formula that spreads maximum fluoride where toothbrushes can't go.
You can't buy a better cavity fighter than AIM.
It tastes great.
She's right.
AIM fluoride gel for your whole family. You can't buy a better cavity fighter than AIM, now in a great new taste.
If only things lasted longer. If only their warranties lasted longer. If only you had bought them with the American Express card. Because from now until December 31st, we will extend the free repair period of the manufacturer's warranty. In fact, we'll double it, up to an extra year. American Express introduces buyer's assurance. Now, if something breaks, it won't break you. But only if you use the American Express card. Apply now.
Tuesday, Timmy had a fever.
Yeah, and I didn't feel so good. Mommy called the doctor.
And he recommended children's Panadol.
Because I'm a children.
When your little ones feel feverish, they need children's Panadol with a kind of relief pediatricians recommend. Its original fever-breaking formula set a new standard for safety. Ask your doctor about good-tasting children's Panadol. Aspirin-free, alcohol-free, sugar-free.
I feel better now. That's what this picture's about.
Everyone knows Vandy Camps has a line on fresh-tasting fish. With our light fillets. Our breaded and batter-dipped fish. And today's catch fillets. They all taste fresh because they're frozen fresh. And you'll taste it in every bite once you catch them.
Did you get Vandy Camp's fish?
I think they're getting tired. Vandy Camps, the freshest ideas in frozen fish.
The Lonely Guy with Charles Grodin will continue in a moment.
Introducing Wendy's new Big Classic hamburger.
This is the good stuff.
The soft Kaiser bun, the fat tomatoes.
This is the good stuff.
The fresh toppings, the beef.
This is the good stuff.
Wendy's new Big Classic.
One bite, one taste, one look, you'll see. This is the one the other burgers wanna be. This is the good stuff.
Wendy's new Big Classic.
Can't get enough. This is the good stuff.
You are about to come face to face with something extraordinary. American Airlines Fall Super Savers. Incredibly low fares to over 90 cities in the continental United States. Discounts up to 75% and prices as low as $39 to $159. American Airlines Fall Super Savers. Call today because space is going fast.
We're American Airlines, something special in the air.
Monday night, the horror begins. They are terrorizing a new era.
The end of your age. The beginning of mine.
Now they're back.
500 years we waited.
They must be stopped.
She called it a monster.
We've got to wipe them out tonight.
Gargoyles. The first tale of horror begins at 8:30 on Channel 5's Prime Movie, Monday.
On the next taxi, Elaine dumps her son on the cabbies.
I don't know anything about taking care of kids. I don't want to do this.
But the boy changes their attitude.
I don't dislike you as much as I do most kids.
Thank you.
And the cabbies show up at the local spelling bee to give him their special support.
$20 says my kid beats your kid.
I do not bet on my child.
That's because you know she's a loser.
Taxi, Monday at 7 on Channel 5.
Now, back to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin. We'll return to The Lonely Guy with Steve Martin.
Boy, these trivia questions are tough. Okay, Boom Boom. What did Al Capone say when surrounded by the FBI?
Heck it off.
He's right. I don't believe it. Name the English band that performed the first rock opera. Who? He's right again. Amazing. All right. What beer tastes so good it's the second largest selling beer in America?
Miller Lite. Coming right up.
You won the game.
This game is easy. No question about it. There's only one light beer. Miller Lite.
You got the smile of a winner. That's American. When you're the best people know. First American Bank. We're your best bank. First American. You can bank with the best. We're all around. We give you more. You can bank with the best. First American. Right next door.
Ocean Spray makes the unique cranberry taste so good.
Cranberry juice cocktail.
Makes you feel so good because it gives your body what it needs.
Cranberry juice cocktail.
Tastes so good and makes you feel so good because it's Ocean Spray.
And you know that's good.
Cranberry juice cocktail. Cranberry juice cocktail.
It's good for you, America, from Ocean Spray.
There's a growing problem being left on the doorstep of every American. Last year, more than 500,000 babies were born to teenage girls. The cost to our country was over $1 billion. But the human costs are incalculable. If we don't do something soon, we'll all have something to cry about. A message from Fox television stations.
From the maestro of suspense, a symphony of terror. James Stewart, Doris Day. For the first time on television in over a decade, the Alfred Hitchcock classic, A Man Who Knew Too Much. Coming next month from Universal Pictures' debut network. And now, the conclusion of The Lonely Guy.